Hey everybody, and welcome back to Bakes by Vasko. I'm Michele with 1L, and I'm glad you're here in the wild with me. Just got off the water after a great day of fishing, did a challenge with Island City Fishing, and caught some fish that we're gonna cook up for you. Stay tuned for fish fajitas. 3 kinds of fish, 3 kinds of peppers, all the yumminess.
And we're back in the kitchen and ready to cook. Today we are tossing those 3 kinds of fish into a hot skillet with our peppers, onions, and a completely homemade fajita seasoning from scratch. So let's get right to it. All right, that fajita seasoning that I mentioned, we're gonna make it from scratch, and here's what you're going to need. 1 tablespoon of chili powder, 1 tablespoon of ground cumin, 2 teaspoons of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of paprika, 1 teaspoon of dried oregano, 1 teaspoon of salt, and a half a teaspoon of ground black pepper. You're going to just whisk those together, and then you're going to add those to your breading. Now your breading is going to be 1 cup of cornmeal, a half a cup of flour or some fish seasoning. I'm using Zatarain's today. And you're going to use 3 tablespoons of that fajita seasoning you just made. Here it all is in a bowl in front of me, and you're just going to whisk it all together. Make sure there's no lumps, and it's just all nice and combined. We caught those 3 different kinds of fish, and I have about a dozen fillets here that we have. My husband came home and cleaned and filleted them while I got all fixed up for y'all. And now we're going to bread them and fry them, and then fry up some peppers. We have 3 different kinds and an onion, and we're gonna make fish fajitas. I've been hungry for some, and so we're gonna make them today. We've got some cilantro dried and some sour cream and festa cheese, and we're going to make them up on some flour tortillas and enjoy them with some Spanish rice. So let's get to this fish. Okay, we have the dozen fish fillets, like I said. We have 2 eggs beaten that you're going to use as your binder. We have our 1 cup of cornmeal, half a cup of Zatarain's fish breading, and 3 tablespoons of our homemade fajita seasoning, and I have an empty plate for the final product. Now you just take a piece of fish that's nice and dry, dredge it through your egg, then dredge it into your breading. Make sure it's nice and covered. And then put it on your plate. And repeat the process until all of your fish is ready to fry. While I'm doing this, don't forget to hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already so you don't miss what's next. We're coming up with a lot of great things, and we like to share them all with you. Okay, everybody, all our fish is breaded. Now you want to discard your egg and leftover breading and wash your hands, and then we'll heat up some oil and get these fish going. All right, everybody, we have a red pepper, an orange pepper, and a yellow pepper to go along with our 3 kinds of fish, and a nice big white onion. And we're just going to chop all these up so that once we're done frying our fish, we can throw these in that hot skillet and get them all nice and fajita ready. So let's do this. Sliced up almost the whole onion. I'm going to leave a little bit for another project because we don't need the onion to overwhelm the fish or the peppers, but we like a lot of onion. So there's our first chop. Next up, red pepper. All right. And a pile of yellow peppers. Now all our veggies are cut. Let's get to frying our fish so we can get these fish fajitas in our bellies. Okay, everybody, we have a light coating just the bottom of your pan of oil. I'm using canola oil today, and we're waiting for that to heat up. And while we're waiting for that to heat up, I wanted to tell you a story. I've only been fishing for 14 years now. I was late in life start and fell in love with it immediately. But we always joke that the fish bite by the color of my fingernails. One of the very first fish that I ever really caught was a really big 5-6 pound catfish. I'm so proud of it. Went fishing with a friend, and I had just gotten a manicure. I don't get manicures very often. I had my nails done, and they were pink and sparkly. And we joked that my pink sparkly nails were what caught my catfish. So every time we go fishing, I try to keep my nails painted and see how that affects my outcome. This last time they were damselfly blue, and we were doing a challenge to see what out of a set of baits would catch more. And I based it on that because I had a dream about some blue lures and caught a lot of fish. Anyway, if this makes it in, thanks for listening. Let's get to frying that fish. All right, everybody, it's that time. We have our lovely breaded fish. We have some nice hot oil heated on medium-high heat. Just be very careful. Lay your fillets in there. Always know where your towel is. Just let them heat up on one side for a few minutes. Watch the edges get golden brown, and then you'll turn them over. They're looking pretty good around the edges, so I'm going to go ahead and turn them over. These are nice and brown and beautiful. Got cornmeal and the zatarans, and that seasoning. Let that side cook, and then you'll put them on paper towel to drain. Try not to fling them across the counter. They're done. They're falling apart. That'll be an outtake. As I'm taking those out, I'll put the last batch in. While you're watching me fire up this fish, also don't forget to head over to Island City Fishing and give my husband a watch and a like and a subscribe. You may not get to see the catch part of this particular video, but you'll get to see some catching done. He catches some really nice fish. So check him out. All right, our fish is fried up. It is draining on some paper towel. In that same oil, I'm just gonna dump my vegetables and get them all sauteed up. We'll add about a half a tablespoon of our seasoning from our fish, our fajita seasoning. There we go. And just stir them around so they're a little sauteed. I wish you could smell them. I love the smell of peppers. These smell particularly beautiful. Wilty maybe. So pretty. All right, everybody, our fish is on paper towel to drain the grease off. Our veggies, because I should have drained a little bit more of that oil off than I did, so make sure you do when you do yours. But they're draining on paper towel as well. We're gonna get out our cheese, our sour cream, and our tortillas, and we're gonna get these fajitas ready to eat. All right, everybody, it is now time to get to the best part, the eating, and I'm gonna construct some fajitas for you. You can do it your way. I'm gonna do it my way and show you how. There's no right or wrong. So first thing I do is take a dollop of sour cream, And I always put it as my base for everything to come. And number 2. And a lot of people top it, but that's how I do it. Grab some veggies and put them on there. Take some fish, throw it on there, sprinkle of cilantro, and a quick roll. And there you have it. Thank you guys, everybody, for hanging out with me today, both in the kayak and in my kitchen. I'm Michele with 1L, and this is Bakes by Vasko. Now, I'm hungry. I'll see you next time. That's some good fish, y'all.